Good evening. I am sure that many of you are familiar with Stefan Molyneux. He often speaks on spanking of children, a horrific physical and psychological assault on a still developing human being. I can only imagine what he would have to say about being beaten about the head, face, neck, and shoulders. What would Stefan say about being abandoned in public places and told later that my mother had hoped someone would have kidnapped me so that she wouldn't have to deal with me anymore? When I was about 6 or 7 years old, the bitch who bore me lied to a group of older kids who lived in our apartment complex to try and get them to beat me up. Once, when I spent the night at a friend's house, my mother lied to his mother, saying that I wet the bed in an effort to embarrass me. I confronted her about it when she came to pick me up the next day, but my friend's mom told me that I'm not allowed to speak to her like that. Needless to say, I lost that friend. My mother went on a lifelong campaign to get the rest of her family to believe that she was in fact the victim of an unruly child. They, of course, accepted her deception unquestioningly. When I went to the principal of my grade school with allegations of abuse, I was chastised and dismissed. Her secretary, who had overheard the conversation, actually laughed at me as I left her office, laughed at my pain. That was one of the worst moments of my life, because I knew then that I was truly alone and without recourse. Later in my teenage years, I wrote a song that I believe was subconsciously inspired by the incident. My friends who read it mocked me as well. Being born male, I was expected to endure any hardship in silence. In silence. The authorities didn't care. My family didn't care. My own friends didn't care. This was my childhood up to the age of about 10.